And I started screaming, "She shot my arm off, it's barely hanging here."
Were you unarmed that day?
Yes.
Yes.
Did she know you were unarmed that day?
Yes, she did.
More than 3 years ago, a couple riding a side-by-side shot by a tribal officer while driving away.
Brian Cheney's been following this case for years now and spoke exclusively to the couple after the officer was sentenced by a federal judge.
The officer was sentenced on 2 charges, assault with a dangerous weapon and assault resulting in serious bodily injury, both within Indian country. For the first time, we're hearing from the couple about the shooting and the impacts this has had on their lives. July 17th, 2022. What were you guys doing that day?
So we went on a side-by-side ride and we were just out trying to have fun and go on a scenic drive.
Chelsea and Chad were riding in Duchesne County near Uinta Canyon. It was their first date.
There's a strip of reservation land that runs through the middle of that, and we were just crossing through to the forest land.
When did you first make contact with the tribal officer?
We pulled up and noticed that there was a whole bunch of kids and their parents getting citations on the bridge. We were kind of wondering what was going on, and as we pulled up, she stopped us, and we didn't think anything of it, and she informed us that we were on tribal land and that she was going to seize our vehicle. She basically told us that we were going to have to walk back to town, which is like 10 miles away, and at that point, things escalated.
What'd you do next?
I decided to reach for my identification, and I was going to try to get out of there, and as I did that, she drew a weapon very near to me.
When she pulled her gun to his head, he pushed it away, told me to start the side-by-side, and I reached over and I did, because it's kind of a fight or flight kind of reaction, and then we took off.
Driving away from Ute Indian Tribe Fish and Wildlife Officer Wanika Cornpeach, who shot at Chelsea and Chad.
We heard several shots. Chelsea felt a bullet go through her hair, and it bounced off the crossbar of the side-by-side. I'm not sure who got shot first. She says it was me.
It was you.
I think it was her.
It was shortly after that I got shot, and it was kind of like in the movies when you hear that like ringing sound. That's like all there was.
Try not to move, bud.
And my arm fell down in my lap, and I couldn't move it anymore.
I turned around and she had a gun drawn on me still, and I got out of the side-by-side and she was ordering commands at me, and I basically just collapsed in the road right there.
Chad?
Chad, can you hear me?
I don't really remember a whole lot after that.
Neither Chad or Chelsea were armed that day. Both were shot.
I was losing a lot of blood, and I basically died in a helicopter twice, and yeah, they brought me back to life.
On November 17th of this year, 3.5 years since the shooting, Wanika Cornpeach was sentenced to 3 years in federal prison and 3 years supervised release. You still think about that day?
Every day.
Chelsea and Chad both say they have lasting nerve damage.
But my little boy, he was 5 at the time, and he asked me for months after, "Are you gonna die, Mom?" And I always had to tell him, "No, I'm not, it's okay," but it wasn't okay.
For Chelsea, it's her arm, Chad in his ribs. Why do you think she felt the need to fire her weapon that day?
In my personal opinion, I think she had a personal prejudice.
I think she was mad because she wasn't able to seize our side-by-side, and she felt like she had more power than she actually did, and she was gonna use it.
Shot on their first date.
I was raised across that entire Uinta mountain range and fishing every weekend, and I basically feel like that's part of my home. When you feel like you go through that kind of situation, it takes a little bit of that away from you.
Finding love through trauma and a near-death experience, Chad and Chelsea are now married.
We are one big happy family now.
To this day, it's still unclear exactly whose land the shooting took place on. The area is a mixture of tribal land, county land, and Forest Service land. Chad says he would like to see change, clarifying boundary areas or making through roads to access public lands without crossing through tribal lands. Brian Cheney, KUTV 2 News.